was Steve Wilkerson. So tell us about, you wanted to go back to the roots, huh?
Yeah, you know, I've always gone by that. It's way more different for me to hear someone call me Steve than Stevie. So yeah, I just finally got it down on paper.
Now, you played first base today. You had that one tough chance, but this is all new to you. And I understand you had 9 different gloves when you got here in your equipment bag. How's it going with moving around all over the place?
Yeah, it's going really well. It was good to get out there first base today and get a little experience over there. And, you know, we've been doing a lot of work moving around in practice. And in the limited time that we've had so far, I think we've done our best to get as many repetitions as possible at each spot, so everything's on track.
That first base mitt's a little bit bigger, obviously, than the other gloves. Do you find yourself some trouble every now and then getting from glove into throwing hand because it's so big?
Well, you saw today I did one time, but yeah, occasionally. But, you know, typically I feel pretty comfortable with it.
Now, Stevie, as spring training goes along, and it's going to be a challenge for you moving all over the field, and I know as far as the infield is concerned, you're comfortable. But what about trying in the outfield? Because the way it looks like Brandon Hyde is going to construct this roster, he needs players, especially bench players, that can move all over the place. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, you know, I'm comfortable with all 3 spots out there. You know, I have some experience out there last year and the year before. But, you know, there's a lot of guys in camp right now, and a lot of guys are getting repetitions out there. And, you know, it's difficult to get a lot of repetitions out there and a lot of game time out there with the amount of guys that we have. So we'll just see how things, you know, progress as we go. But I'll be getting my work in out there daily, you know, as much as possible.
You know, last year was quite a moment. You grew up in Marietta, just outside of Atlanta, and you picked up your first major league hit in Atlanta against the Braves with your entire family there. That has to be some moment. I mean, you can't script it better than that. The Phenom returns home and he gets a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know the question, but, you know, it was unbelievable. You said it perfectly. It was a storybook, you know, kind of deal. You know, getting that first knock in RBI in front of all my family and friends back in Atlanta. And, you know, just the fact that I got called up just days before that, you know, it was really special. And, you know, it's something I'll never forget.
You know, and we hear players talk all the time, Stevie, about learning from adversity. That had to be pretty tough last year when you strained that oblique, because it cost you a lot of time, and here you're in the big leagues, and boom, you have this injury come out of the blue, and it cost you some time. What did you learn from having to go through that?
You know, I learned that you can get through anything, I guess. You know, it was really difficult. It was actually my first multi-hit game in the big leagues, and you know, it was the first time that I really, you know, told myself, hey, I think I can do this up here. I can have some success up here. And, you know, just getting that confidence and just getting things rolling up there, and then to be hit with that was really difficult. You know, but I think I did a great job down here, you know, keeping my head up and you know, sticking to the script. And, you know, you live and you grow. And, you know, I think that was just an experience for me to learn from.
How about your offseason? I mean, everybody works on something in the offseason. Everybody wants to get better at 1 or 2 things. What was your plan this offseason?
My plan was to get as fast as possible and to and to clean up my swing as well as I could to you know, really figure out how to use my body and organize my body and keep things as efficient as I could at the plate.
Well, Stevie, we appreciate the visit. Have a good camp, and we're looking forward to watching you in all these games.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.